You already knew this one was going to be coming up, and I couldn't wait to get to this. Doing a review on CyberPunk Edgerunners. So some of y'all know CyberPunk 2077 came out in 2020, and then 2 years later, Netflix drops this banger, CyberPunk Edgerunners. In this, you're going to have your main protagonist. His name's David Martinez, and he's the man. All right? David is your normal young man, a little bit poor, mom struggling. And honestly, David's just trying to find his way in the show. And this is a great series for anybody. Like, if you're typically watching the shinobis, the ninjas, crazy god tier characters, well, this is a good refresher for you. I like to call them an in-break anime. Like, whenever you're 500 episodes in on One Piece or Naruto and you're like, I need a break from something, you got to throw this one on. And this one, the visuals are crazy. In my honest opinion, this has the best soundtrack of any anime I've ever watched. And it's new. It's a new gen anime. It's something really fresh that you can get behind. Dave Martinez, like I said, he's poor. He's just trying to find his way. Mom is struggling, and he's living pretty much in the slums. David getting bullied in school, and he's trying to find his way in this tech-savvy world. As you will see, he does, and man, he does not care, all right? He's doing whatever it takes at any given point in time to get his upgrades, to upgrade his mech, to make sure that him and his mom can make it through. This is a cutthroat anime. It's very dark. Crazy soundtrack, like I said, and it's definitely going to be one that you're going to want to sit around and watch.
Man, thought you'd be off the clock by 5. They keep you on call? Shit luck.
Cap said I could leave my gun and badge if I went home to listen to my old lady go on and on about her online shopping or whatever the hell she did all day.
It's what you get for choosing the life of a public servant.
Just had to fucking rain.
Yeah? What the hell you doing? Back it up! Looking to get shot?
Around. Like I said, this is a great filler anime, or if you're new to the anime and you're trying to find something that you want to watch, this is one for you. They don't build up characters. They're not giving you a backstory. They hop straight into it. From episode 1 to the very end, this is full of action, crazy cutscenes. The soundtrack, you'll understand, is one of the best ones in anime, in my opinion. The main character you'll see is David. Another one, Lucy. My favorite, Maine, and then Adam Smashville. We'll get into those guys later. As you saw off the cutscene, these guys are in a cyber tech, hence the name Cyberpunk. A little underground world where it's dark and it's gringy. It's cutthroat out there, all right? You got to do what you got to do to survive, and David's on the bottom end of that. As you'll see throughout the series, he is trying to upgrade his mech. He's trying to find his way. He's trying to make a little bit of money on the side. And then he runs into Lucy. While he's trying to find his way, he runs into her, and she is she's something else. She's kind of cute. She's got a little edge to her. And she's dark, all right? You know, David being a young man in high school, he doesn't know much about gals. And when he runs into Lucy, he thinks that she might be able to help him out. He's talking to her. He sees her pickpocket somebody, and he's like, I want to get in on that, all right? So he's picking up on the darkness of this type of setting, and he's like, I need to get in there. So he introduced himself. She sets him up for a little gig. He does well. After that, he's like, I want to meet the main boss. I'm trying to make some real bucks. And she's like, you're not ready for that. You're just a little high schooler kid. Things start to escalate a little bit, and she pulls him into the game. David's out here making a little money on the side. His mom doesn't understand where he's getting this money from, but, you know, he's out in the streets trapping. He's becoming a cyberpunk, hence the name. Later on, you'll see that he meets the main character, one of my favorite guys. His name is Mane, M-A-N-E. This dude's the OG, all right? This guy is a true bad man. And his name lives up to it. He is a bigger-than-life character who's about his money. All right, if you're not part of his gang, part of his clique, he don't care. All he wants to do is make money and hit licks. Only thing Maine's worried about is the come-up, all right? He's a big, overzealous character. Got these cool shades, all right? And he's a partier. He is the epitome of a bad guy. Like I said, Lucy introduces David into Maine. And he's like, you're not part of my clique. I really don't care. David's still a young, overzealous kid. He's trying to prove himself, and Maine throws him a bone. Well, he does throw him that bone, but little does David know it's a setup. He's like, I need you to steal this car for me, all right? David starts stealing the car. He starts freaking out, just like a young kid, a young member does, and Maine's on the phone trying to calm him through it, trying to talk him through it, talking shit the whole entire time. David's going nuts, but he's got that grit about him. You know, he's from the slums, and he ends up pulling it off. He ends up pulling off the heist and grabbing the car. Maine's like, all right, you might be able to be one of us. So he comes in, he's partying, they're drinking brews, drinking beers, and Maine's like, all right, kid, you're all right. Like he belongs somewhere. He finally feels like he's a part of something, and he's wondering how Maine was able to pull off so many cool things. And it's his mech. David doesn't know what a mech is, but he knew that whenever he's living with his mom, that she was doing some stuff on the side to make extra money. One day he's going through her materials and he finds this weird gadget. It's called a Sandvestian, and it is an upgraded mech. Depending on how rich or poor you are is the level of mechs you got. Think of it as a car. So some people are driving Honda Civic, some people are driving Bentleys. Well, obviously, Dave's being from the slums, he was driving Honda Civic. He finds this mech, and it is straight Lamborghini truck, all right? It's Urus style, you feel me? And he wants to be able to be as cool as Maine, so he starts asking about these Sandvestians. He has an upgraded mech because he's been hitting licks, robbing people. And now that he feels like he is close enough in this clique, in this gang, he's like, I want to upgrade my mech. Maine's like, kid, you don't want any parts of this. This is some next level stuff. Once you get into this type of game, there's no getting. Now, David being a young, immature kid, after talking to Maine about upgrading his mech, he's like, I need this. And Maine's like, you don't want to be a part of this life. And since he's so young and immature and doesn't have that much life experience, he goes his own route. So he finds this guy, an underground dealer, and he's like, hey, I've got this crazy mech I'm trying to upgrade. And the dealer's like, look, kid, I don't know how you got this. I don't know where you stole it from, but you need to get out of my shop. And he's like, listen, I'm at the very edge. I need to get this upgrade. I need to make some money. This is the only way. And guess what? He gets it. David, being the young man that he is, he goes ahead and upgrades the mech. He comes back and he's showing Maine his new mech, and he wants to be like, hey, Dad, look what I've done. He's looking at him as a father figure, and Maine already knows that this is a fast life. This isn't something that you just get into for a small period of time. It's something that you're in for life. And along with him upgrading, you know, Maine's going to upgrade his mech as well. And these guys with these new Sandvestian skins, there's something that comes. There's a cost that comes with it. David is unaware of it because he's a young man, but Maine being the OG in the game, he already knows. And David finally sees firsthand that when you enjoy this lifestyle, when you become a part of this lifestyle, there's consequences. And one of the consequences is going cyber psychosis, and he is seeing it live in front of his mentor. He is seeing it live in front of the man he looks up to, and it's not pretty. David looking up to him, he's an adolescent teen. He's just like, what's going on? I'm here to help you. I'm here to stay with you. And Maine already knows this is the end game right here. Another great thing about this anime is that it's very fast paced and the scenes cut really, really well. It's really clean. And you'll see in there that it goes from an emotional to action packed to a really great soundtrack. And then you're back on the emotional roller coaster, and then it's blood and gore. Like I said, it's a fast paced anime. It's a great opening anime if you're wanting to get into anime. And it's something that will definitely hold your attention for the entirety. I believe there's 10 to 12 episodes, and that's something you can finish off over a weekend, especially if you want to break from an anime. Like I said, you're 400, 500, 600 episodes in on Naruto, and you're like, I need a refresher. I'm tired of listening about the shinobi. I'm tired of seeing a side story. This is it for you, okay? This is a highly decorated anime. It's very crispy. The best soundtrack. I can't beat that soundtrack enough. It's amazing. It's a great transition there.
I couldn't wait for you to come through the cupboard. But now you're gone, leaving nothing but songs. Another evening because I miss you.
know I had to give you a little taste of that soundtrack right there. So I'm not gonna ruin anything else, or I ain't gonna put anything else out there. I'm just telling you to watch it. So giving you the DT the Vlogger Kid review. I'm giving it a 6.9 out of 10. Just a quick little recap. Like I said, it's fresh, all right? Great soundtrack, crispy. There's only one season. So if you need a break, this is the series for you, okay? It's new gen. You don't have to overcommit to 500 episodes, 600 episodes. It's something fresh, it's something new. Hell, it won anime of the year in 2022, I believe. So it's up there, okay? It's for the new gen, all right? People getting into anime. It's for the old gen, people who want to break. They're tired of ninjas, they're tired of shinobis, they're tired of seeing god tier characters, okay? It's an anime for everybody. 6.9 out of 10. Go ahead and follow your boy at DT the Vlogger Kid. I'm on Threads, I'm on Kick. Subscribe. Tell me what you think in the comments. If you have watched it and you do enjoy it, or if you have watched and you don't, let me know what you think down low. I'll be replying. Till next time, holla at you, boy.